Hey everyone, welcome back to NeoEnglish, the podcast where we help you learn useful English to talk about today's news.
Hello. Today we're talking about an interesting story from ABC News. Young women now binge drink more than young men. We'll explain the story in simple English and teach you some helpful vocabulary and phrases.
So, let's start by asking, what does binge drink mean?
Great question. Binge drinking means drinking a lot of alcohol in a short time. For example, drinking 5 or more drinks at a party, or finishing a whole bottle of wine in one evening.
Exactly. And this new study says more young women are binge drinking than young men in Australia. That's a big change from the past.
In the past, young men were the group who drank a lot. But now, this report shows that binge drinking among women aged 18 to 24 is more common than among men.
Yeah, and that's worrying. Binge drinking can cause health problems, both physical and mental. It can also lead to dangerous situations or accidents.
That's true. So why is this happening? The report says there are a few reasons. One is that alcohol is easier to buy now, in shops and online. Also, alcohol is in ads on social media, which makes it seem cool or normal.
Also, the report talks about stress. Some young women use alcohol to relax or deal with anxiety.
But that's not healthy. There are other ways to deal with stress, like talking to someone, exercising, or listening to music.
Let's look at some useful words and phrases from this story. First, binge drink. Again, that means drinking a large amount of alcohol in a short time.
Right. You can use it like this. He binge drank at the party and felt sick the next day. Or, binge drinking is dangerous for your health.
The next word is mental health. That means how you feel in your mind, your emotions, your mood, and your thoughts.
You can say, stress affects mental health. Or, I take care of my mental health by meditating.
Another useful phrase is on the rise. It means something is increasing or becoming more common.
Yes. For example, binge drinking is on the rise among young women. Or, online shopping is on the rise in many countries.
That's a good one. Let's also talk about social media. That means apps or websites where people share photos, videos, and messages, like Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook.
Examples. I saw an ad for alcohol on social media. Or, social media affects how people see themselves.
So, let's put it all together. Here's a simpler version of the news story. In Australia, more young women are now binge drinking than young men. Binge drinking means having a lot of alcohol in a short time. This change is surprising because, in the past, more young men binge drank.
This may be happening because alcohol is easy to buy online and stores are open late. Also, social media shows ads that make drinking look cool. Many young women feel stressed, and some drink to feel better, but this can hurt their mental health.
It's a serious problem because binge drinking can cause health issues and make people unsafe. Experts say we should talk about alcohol and mental health more, not less.
So, let's quickly review today's vocabulary and phrases. Binge drink a lot in a short time. On the rise, something is increasing. Mental health, your emotional and psychological well-being. Social media, websites or apps like TikTok or Instagram.
Try using these in your own sentences. The more you practice, the better you'll remember.
And a quick tip. When you hear news in English, listen for the main idea and some key phrases. That helps you understand even if you don't get every word.
And that's it for today's episode of Neo English. If you found this podcast useful, share it with your friends.
We'll be back soon with another episode to help you talk about real-life news in simple, practical English.
Until next time, keep learning and take care of yourself.
Bye for now.